Alexander Isak has just signed for Liverpool for around £130 million. Some think this is an exceptional transfer, but I believe Liverpool should not have signed him. Don't get me wrong, Isak is a world-class striker and has consistently been in the top 3 in the race for the Premier League Golden Boot for a few years now. But no matter how amazing of a player he is, Isak is not what Liverpool needed right now. Firstly, Liverpool had already signed Hugo Ekitike for £80 million. He is not only a striker that is 4 years younger than Isak, but has shown in the first few games of the season that he is quality. But what was the point of signing Ekitike if you were going to get Isak? It really complicates how Ekitike will now be used in the current Liverpool system. Based on what we've seen from Ekitike, there is no way he can be used as a reserve or backup for Isak. The problem is that he has too much class and talent to not be a starter every week, but there's also no way he starts over Isak. However, Ekitike at 22 is a lot better than Isak was at 22 and has the potential to be a superior player. In the first 3 games of the season, he's even shown enough quality to make fans believe that he could already be close to that level even right now. But now that Isak has come, Ekitike's room for growth and development could be compromised. And I personally don't believe it's worth sacrificing that potential for Isak's signature. Some will counter by saying they can both start, either by running a 2-striker formation or putting Ekitike on the wing. But we've never seen Arne Slot use a 2-striker setup in any of his past teams, so we don't know how that would turn out. This forced formation could also compromise other players around the attack, like Salah, Wirtz, and Gakpo. Moreover, forcing Ekitike to play out on the wing means that he would be playing in a more uncomfortable position that he won't thrive in. What I mean is, I'm sure he'd be decent on the wing, but would be nowhere near as good compared to his play as a striker. With this route, Ekitike's development would also be compromised. I think the money used to sign Isak would have been more productive being used on a backup for Ekitike, a backup left winger for Gakpo, and most importantly, a quality center back. Liverpool ended up losing out on Mark Guehi this window, and they never got another left-wing option. I'm not saying they didn't get these particular signings because of the Isak transfer, but I just think the Liverpool board should have focused more on those needed positions than on another striker. Instead of solidifying their weak points on the wing and defense, they just created more questions and uncertainty. They have more firepower now in attack, but it doesn't seem complementary on paper. An outside pressure to play both Ekitike and Isak together may not bring the best results compared to other lineup options. Obviously, this is all just speculation on my part for now as we haven't seen them play together, but the Isak signing just didn't seem like something so vital that $130 million had to be spent right now when there are other more dire issues. Even though I criticize the transfer, I can also see why Liverpool did pull the trigger to sign Isak. Salah may leave the club next summer or the one after, and the club knows they need a prominent and proven goal scorer to replace him, which is where Isak comes in to fill that void. But Salah isn't gone yet. For now, they should have focused on building around their current core in attack. Isak is of course an elite player, but with his profile being so similar to Ekitike, the £130 million transfer almost seems redundant. Especially since that money could have been used to add more depth to pivotal positions, where the lack of may cost them in more than one competition this season. If you like this sort of football content, please like and subscribe.